Hello everyone, this is Cody Soltis from ConsciousLove.org here for your weekly Angel Oracle card reading and energy forecast for the week of Monday, September 28th to Sunday, October 4th. I'm pumped. It's becoming October. I feel like September flew by. I feel like it was just yesterday that I recorded how excited I was for September. But October is my birth month, so I'm pumped. There's a lot of people in my family, actually, whose birthdays, a lot of them are babies, and they're all Libras, so I'm happy. So happy birthday, my twin sister, Chelsea, to, my nephews, Aiden and David, and my niece, Sophie, the only other nephew out there, Matt. He's in April, I think, or March, but whatever. Yeah, it's the time of year where birthdays start coming up, and then there's Thanksgiving, then there's Christmas, then there's New Year's, then it's next year already. Time is flying by. This is like the downhill roller coaster part. So, not to make this too long of an intro, but I finished the monthlies. They're going to be up very, very as soon as possible. But it seems that we are entering a month of slowing down. Some of us, we get to have a month of enjoyment. Others, we have to just stop and take some inventory of what's going on, which makes a lot of sense with the energies from last week, wherein, there was just some wonky transformational energies of people needing to learn and teach. Specifically, certain people were drawn to other people to have an educational moment. And I feel like the energies are still going to carry over, but we're going to see the aftermath now that those things have happened. If they haven't happened yet, they will. And just to kind of keep analyzing the story that's being told energetically throughout the rest of the year. So, this week, I'm using two, not new decks. These are old trusted ones I've had for a long time. And I guess they're not technically angel oracles, but who cares? They're still oracle decks. So whatever. We have the Psychic Tarot of the Heart by John Holland. I love this deck. As well as the Return of Spirit Oracle cards by Shirley Harnish. I love these cards too. So this right now tells me that we're going to be dealing with some very earthly stuff. I know I very rarely used tarot-style oracles, because, all tarots are oracle, but not all oracles are tarot. So I like this one because it's more oracle-esque, and it deals with chakras as well. But this seems to be more, human language, less spiritual, more real life advice. Real life, real in your face, less theosophical and metaphysical, more just human interactions advice, which always comes up when I have to use this deck. This kind of works both ways, and is just a beautiful, beautiful deck that many surprises can come out of. Okay. So, I'm excited. Again, you can always email me at queer.spirit.guidance@gmail.com or go to my website, consciouslove.org. And again, I'm trying to do this new thing where if you don't think that you can spend the money, for a reading. Because to be honest, I don't know if I want this to be a business per se. My goal was to make it more of a community, and any donations would be to support the entire community. I don't think we are at that level yet. So I've been saying, hey, email me if you want a free video reading, and we can work something out. Like, hey, maybe you validate that you got 10 people to subscribe, or you shared a lot of my videos on social networks, or whatever idea that you might have to be mutually exchanging energies. I'm so open to do that. But to keep this intro nice and short, I will say thank you all for your continued love and support, and I can't wait to see what the angels have to say for this week. Love you guys. As always, you are beautiful. Never forget that. And I look forward to hearing your responses in the comments below and in my email. Bye, guys. Enjoy. Hello, Earth signs. This is for the Taurus, the Virgo, and the Capricorn out there. I pulled your cards from both decks, and they're really saying there's going to be a lot of messages coming through my mediumship that won't be presented in the cards. So just be mindful of that. Yeah. Sorry, I see a graffiti doodle over there, and I'm like, it's weird. Okay. So wait, are we doing... where we are now and the heart of the matter at the same time. Okay. Low confidence. I know this to be true for all the earth signs I know. Very low confidence this week. We have been having low confidence for a while. And this is the key to the energies that we're going to be experiencing this week. Excuse me. I need a drink. You've been stressed out. You've been overworked. You've been overbooked. You've been expanded too thin. You've been dealing with these negative relationships with a lot of people. You haven't been having healthy, balanced, loving structure in your life. Oh, what's that? So there's parts of you that are getting stronger. There's parts of you that are transforming. There's parts of you that are actually getting really, really better and stronger. It's the image of the frog, which to me means amphibious, which means being able to be both here in the physical as well as in the spiritual. So as you're in this state of low self-esteem and poor confidence, realize that there are parts of you energetically that are getting used to going out into the spiritual and coming back with advice. You're increasing your ability to be a spiritual person, which for earth signs, I understand, is a little bit difficult sometimes, because we are so embedded in the physical world. But you're getting your feet wet, and you're going there, and you kind of need to be, which is why these dark times happen. Is my battery dead? My battery's dead. 222, that's been coming up a lot. I guess I gotta go charge this and then finish, so I will save this in the exact order. And we will continue on. You guys gotta pay attention to when the battery's dying, okay? So, wiggly fingers as it changes, woo! Hello again, earth signs. I'm picking up where I left off. I just went home to grab the other camera. And I have all the cards in my hand. I didn't really look at them. And I hope I remember the placements. So we were talking about our confidence at the moment and how we're feeling a little bit weak. Some of you I know have been acting out because of this low esteem, that we've actually been being rude to other people. It makes sense because these people are attracted to you. So they were probably rude to you too, or doing things that you don't like. But they are testing your resolve to live a life of love. And to be accepting their negativity is to not be living the self, and to be redirecting it and sending more negativity is to not be loving others. So, excuse me. It's hot over here, jeez. You just have to be mindful of this confidence issue that we're having this week. We go up and down. We have our good days, our bad days. You can feel happy some days and for no reason seeming unconfident and self-conscious the next day. That's okay. That's very, very okay. You don't really want to fake it. Yes, it's good to say affirmations. Yes, it's good to believe these things. But if you're feeling that you're forcing it, it's better just be honest about your emotions, let them out, and then let true happiness in, than it is to try to manifest happiness and affirm, and positive when it's not true positivity. So that's the heart of the situation. That's as far as we've gotten so far. No, you were there. Okay, that's what we're going with apparently. Okay. Okay, that just felt, yeah, right? Sure. So, sorry, I know I'm like getting a lot of dead space on the air. Okay. So accepting this as the, what's this? Okay. So, okay, thank you. So this is the challenge and the courage that you need. You've been feeling helpless and hopeless. You've been feeling that you can't even move. There's so much to be doing and so many directions that you're being pulled that you just can't even pick any direction. You can't even take a step in any direction because you're overwhelmed beyond belief. That's very understandable, and there just seems that there's some insurmountable obstacles in your way, so it makes sense that we're having these confidence issues, that we don't know how we're going to get to where we need to be going. They're saying, let that be so. While you're stuck in this frazzled moment, let that be your time to meditate, to realign yourself with love and light. Because your challenge and what you need to be courageous about in doing is to be realizing that love is everywhere. Love is everywhere, and you need to be seeing it from the eyes of the heart, to truly be realizing that the whole world is really comprised of love, and there is more loving things around you at this time. Once you realize it's there, you're allowed to let it in. Instead of just dealing with the immediate energies of frustration, you can kind of let them go, or start seeing, okay, how is this love in disguise? How is this in service to me? How is this actually love just in a really weird form? Because there's many ways you can say love. There's many ways you can be loving. Sometimes the things that are stressful to us, if we realize, if it's not their localized consciousness here down on earth, if it's the higher selves that are communicating with our higher selves, which again, remember, we all eventually go back to source, if there is some kind of allowance of what's happening down here from a loving place in the universe, that's a great perspective shift to start realizing, okay, well, this person's being a jerk to me, but their higher selves and my higher selves, wanted this to happen because. And there's always a lesson to learn and to teach as well. Right. So, once you're able to do that, once you're able to really start feeling that love is around you, to take advantage of these stressful moments that are presented to you, and to start seeing them from the perspective of love, seeing them with the eyes of the heart, then, and only then, does healing begin. And then and only then have you started making the changes that are necessary for true spiritual healing to take place. And things will get better, significantly better. But you've been practicing the wrong mindsets. You've been practicing the wrong, just the wrong way of thinking, the wrong way of behaving, the wrong way of responding to stressful stimuli. And it's by shining the love from your heart that you get better support. This is going to be a difficult thing for you guys, they're really saying. Difficult, not just to be humble, it's not about being humble, it's about really seeing things for what they are and kind of keeping that dualistic perspective. We earth signs live in the earthly perspective. It's easier for us to stay grounded and minded in our localized consciousness than it is in our higher consciousness. It might not be the easiest thing to be seeing with the eyes of love and forgiveness, or to be seeing things from a why is this happening from a universal perspective, from our highest perspectives. Those are very high spiritual things that you are capable of doing. It's a hard discipline for the earth signs who are very earthy. It's not a bad thing. Some of us could use more of that. Some of us are way too out there, but you guys specifically, they're just saying it's going to be a challenge, and just be honest and humble in that sense, being, again, without faking things, to be honestly who and how you feel at all times, to be genuine, to be sincere. That's how you're going to start getting to experience that love is everything, when you start realizing that all your expressions are love, although they might be in different forms. Or they come from love, be it from different forms. Your sadness might be telling you that, you love yourself, and you don't want this happening to you, or that you love this person, and you get upset that this is happening, or your anger comes from love. Your fear comes from love. All of the sacral chakra emotions come from the heart chakra of love, which is not an emotion, it is your very essence, your very being. It is so much more than just an emotion. So keep that in mind. So spiritually, what's going on, this is happening for all of us, we're being empowered, but you need to get in the right place where you're not being overly protective and beating other people up to feel secure in your power. So we have to take those steps again to really calm down, be aware of love being everywhere in all things, and allowing that to create the healing within us. I feel awkward with my hand up like this, but the video is so close to being done, just whatever, I'll be awkward for the rest of the video. Gosh, I'm professional. So your power will be unfolding and growing as well as everyone else's. Perhaps not as quickly as everyone else's, because you have this healing to do first. But honor and respect that, and you will be healing quite happily. Am I just like melting in front of you? I was under trees before, jeez. So, okay, so I keep getting confused of monthlies and weeklies, what the placements means. This is the energies of the week overall. So I'll show the first one first. Yeah? Yeah? Okay. So, they're really saying... Okay, sorry, I gotta show it. Rebuild. And the traditional tarot, this is the Tower. This means that you are being rebuilt. You've had your breakdown, you've had your whole life be dismantled. This is not an ominous omen, this is divine, divine recoil of energies. Because we were stuck in one way, we had this big whiplash of energies, which is last week, when we had all that negative energies striking us. Now we're being rebuilt from that. Now we're being rebuilt from that traumatic experience, to break up that energy that's been stuck for so long. So what this means is, it's going to be difficult for you to be spiritually communicating with other people, as well as with your own prayer, your own meditations. Even with people around you, you're going to have difficulties relating to them because you're in this kind of hurt, vulnerable place. So you want to be careful not to be a channel of negative energies to people. So if you need your space this week, as you're making yourself stop, making yourself meditate and calm down, and practicing the discipline of seeing love to allow healing to happen, you have to give yourself permission to heal before you continue going out there and doing the hurtful things that we've discussed in the monthlies. I'm thinking of Capricorns, but it's also the rest of you guys too. Just realize how it applies to you. So this is, what is this? Okay, so they just said that you haven't been shining your brightest, and you will be shining once you're fully healed. A lot of cards have been going this way if you haven't noticed. So know that you're being uplifted as you're being transformed. You're being supported by divine love. Divine communication is happening to you through this video, through the communications you have with your peers, with your loved ones, because even the physical is still spiritual. That's the silly thing about, you know, earth signs and not being very spiritual people sometimes, is that we forget that material world is spiritual. Everything is spiritual. Everything is spirit. Everything is love. This is just a different density with different laws and different structures. But again, we're doing our best with our limited human language. So realize this is a time of transformation. This is a time of luminance for you. You haven't been shining your best, but once we get to a healed place where you can be shining, the shadow aspects of you can dissipate. Light sources don't have shadows. We're in this, when we're dense in this physical world, yes, we have shadows. But once we allow ourselves to kind of loosen up and become spiritual light beings again, even while we're incarnate, that's when our shadows can dissipate. And again, I'm trying to iterate as above, so below. Let the physical reality be a visual metaphor for the spiritual, because they are connected, they are related, they are one. Which is why these physical laws of physics, that's redundant, but whatever, do apply to spiritual discussion. Okay? And that's the important thing that you guys bring to the table, is your own unique perspective about it. So, is that everything? So, as they want to make sure that I'm saying to everyone, they love you very, very freaking much. They are going to be with you. Some of you are going to be getting your space, though. But again, this is a great time of divine support. They are assisting and helping us at this time, and it's going to be okay. You will get through this week. You will get through it, okay? It might be 2 weeks or so of stresses for some of us. We'll see how it is when we get there. So that's why I do general monthlies and then weeklies at a week-by-week basis, because the energies do change and shift depending on our free will influences. So just keep that in mind. That the future is not set in stone. Though it's weird, it's cool. It exists and doesn't exist. It's so awesome. I would love to have philosophical conversations about it with you some other time. But I guess the end of this video sometime. So I'm rambling. I love you guys. Mwah. As always, namaste. I'm so honored and blessed to have you in my life. And I know good things are coming, so just keep that in mind. We're growing, it's okay, we're all at different places. You're loved, you're beautiful, you're gorgeous, you are supported. We are with you. In the non-physical as well as the physical, in this community that we're bringing here at Conscious Love. So, thank you for joining us for this reading, and I can't wait to talk to you guys. So, shoot me emails, make comments. Love you guys.